Welcome to the Prime Life Project podcast, a place to help you unlock your full potential, both mentally and physically, to become the best version of you. Welcome back to an episode of the Prime Life Project podcast, a place to help both mentally and physically become the best version of you. Today, it is my Thursday Thoughts. So every single Thursday, we have the Thursday Thoughts, and it's me just giving you 5 to 10 minutes of things that are on my mind, and these have been going down really, really well. So if you take any value from today's episode, don't forget to like and share it with a friend. Also, don't forget we've got the Tuesday episodes, which are the full-length episodes, where it's either me interviewing a guest, me speaking to Mikey, or me really deep diving a subject and getting into my coaching mentorship role, where I basically just give you guys loads of information that I've learned and has really, really helped me. So today, it's Wednesday. So it's Wednesday evening. So I'm recording this before it comes out tomorrow. And I want to talk about something that was posed to me yesterday. It's a question that was posed to me, and I want to sort of pose it to you. And it also ties in nicely to a conversation that I've had with a client today. So I'm not going to mention the client's name, but they will know exactly who they are. And it's something I was going to talk about anyway, but this kind of adds to it. So the question, or the thing that I'd like you to do, obviously, if you're driving your car, please don't stop and do it now. However, you can still do this. So what I'd like you to do is just write out your goal. Now, some of you guys right now may not even have a goal, which, first of all, that is, a bit of a red flag. But for me, imagine yourself as a ship. You're a ship sailing in the sea of life. You kind of need to have a goal. You kind of need to know where you're going. I'm not talking about a monetary goal or anything like that, but in the next 5 to 10 years, where do you want to be going? Because it's the equivalent of you. If you are driving your car, you clearly know where you're going. You're going to a destination. But if you're living your life and you don't have a goal, how do you know when you're going to get to your destination? How do you know where to go? How do you know when you get to a T-junction or crossroads, which way to go? So if you don't have a goal, first of all, that's something that we should be working on looking at. But hopefully you've got a goal. So if you're driving your car, think about the goal. If you're walking, think about the goal. But if you can, write it down. And after you've done that, write down what is the biggest excuse that's holding you back right now. What's the biggest excuse that you are using and saying to yourself that's holding you back right now? And this is something where we're trying to bring to light some of these beliefs or habits or self-image issues that we're having that's actually holding us back. Because the problem is we've all got these paradigms. We spoke about paradigms before. Paradigms are, as I just mentioned, your habits, your belief systems, and your self-image, and they're deep-rooted in your subconscious. So they got there from when you were younger. You don't have a real conscious ability to think until the age of about 6 or 7. So you don't have this conscious ability to think. You just take on information. So imagine your mind as a fertile bit of soil and people just planting seeds, planting seeds, planting seeds. And most of the time, these can be quite negative or positive, but you can't accept or reject it. You can't reject it, you can only accept. So these ideas are coming in, coming in, coming in. So if you're constantly told that you're stupid, that you're no good, you're never going to amount to anything, our family is always going to be poor, you're always going to be overweight, whatever this thing is, your subconscious just accepts it. And as an adult, you can still get these things planted into your subconscious, but it's normally through repetition. Obviously, it can happen through trauma or something big and bad that happens, like an emotional impact. But normally it's through repetition. You get told something or you speak to yourself in a certain way, and then you keep repeating it until you're basically forcing this seed into the soil, and then it starts to grow. So by you saying, like, what's my biggest excuse? What you're doing is you're actually seeing what it is that's holding you back. It could be how you see yourself. It could be habits that are holding you back. It could be belief systems. You don't believe that you can do it. You don't believe that you're smart enough. All of these things are holding you back from your goal. And then what I want you to do is think about it. Once you've actually got this thing, you've actually looked at it, it's there. Wow. This is the thing right now that's holding me back from achieving my goals and my dreams. And then ask yourself, am I willing? Because now it's there. Am I actually willing? Now I've got awareness. I can't use ignorance as an excuse. I've seen it. It's right there in front of me. Am I willing to let this ruin me and my chances of getting towards my goal? Because fundamentally what's going to be happening is you've got this goal, this destination. These excuses are like driving with the brakes on. You are driving with the brakes on, and this is why you're not making the progress that you want, but you're not aware of this is what's happening. You're there like, why aren't I getting towards my goal? Like, what keeps happening? What keeps going wrong? Maybe you are aware that you keep self-sabotaging. Maybe you are aware of that. Maybe you're not. But why aren't I getting closer towards my goal? Why do I feel like I'm stuck? Why aren't I going towards where I want to be? Like, why does things keep happening to me? This is why, because you're driving with the brakes on, and the brakes is this. Because what's going to happen is you're going to write the goal. I can't achieve this. My biggest excuse is this, because I can't achieve my goal because. And then whatever comes after the word because, That then is the thing you need to work on. Whenever you use the word because, again, it's an excuse. You're making excuses. And how many times do we make excuses for ourselves? Oh, yeah, but this happened. Oh, yeah, but. Oh, yeah, because. Because it's not who we think we are that holds us back, remember? It's who we think we're not. It's not who we think we are that holds us back. It's who we think we're not. I'm not good enough. I'm not smart enough. But do you have any proof to back this up? I'm going to say you don't. Because if you've never actually challenged these beliefs, if you've never actually challenged these paradigms, if you've never actually tried, because every time you start to make progress towards it, you start to compromise. That little voice, that paradigm voice comes in, oh, you don't have to do this today. Oh, you did it yesterday. It's okay, you can take a break. And then that one compromise becomes 2, becomes 3, becomes 4, becomes 5, and before you know it, you're 3 months down the line and you're worse than where you started. And this is the pattern that most of us repeat, and we don't realize that we're doing it. Time and time again. And then once we've knocked this down, we've sort of addressed it, because whatever that paradigm comes up with, start to do the opposite. Whatever that habit is, right, this is the bad habit that's holding me back. Okay, start to build a habit that's the opposite of that. And how do you do it? Dedication, discipline. You're not going to be motivated all the time. You've got to become disciplined. I am disciplined. Discipline is doing the things you know you need to do when you don't feel like doing them. So I'm going to embed this new habit that's going to help me destroy this old one. You destroy darkness with light. This old dark habit, bam, get that new habit in there. How do you do it? Discipline. Showing up, doing it day after day after day after day. Repetition, because this old habit got in there through repetition. So this new one's going to get there through repetition. The difference is this time you're consciously doing it. You're making a choice to do it. Whereas before, this negative one happened without you realizing it. Or then we've got these beliefs. I can't because of this. Okay, we need to destroy that. We need to start working towards the opposite of that. Start to take action that's actually in alignment with where we want to go. Whatever it is, try and do the opposite. Whatever's holding you back, right, how can I destroy this? Start stepping into your power, because you are so much more powerful than you actually realize. Because you don't need confidence to start. People get confused. They think they need confidence. It's not confidence you need. It's courage. You need courage to actually step into your power. Step into that person that you want to be. Step into the goal that you want to have. You've got to have that courage. It's not confidence. You gain confidence. You gain confidence through the discipline by doing things you know you need to do, by making a promise to yourself and then actually sticking to it. That is how you gain the confidence. Because if you've never actually done anything, and if you've never actually moved towards your goal with any real purpose and drive, why would you have confidence? Confidence isn't something you just get. You've got to earn it, and you earn it by doing the things you know you need to do. And just commit to doing it. Just commit and fall in love with the process. Understand this is going to be a journey. Learn to sit in the car and enjoy the ride. You know where you're going. Start to enjoy. We've all been in the car where we're like, this is going to be a horrible journey. And guess what? It is a horrible journey. It's long, it's hard, it's boring. Like you get stuck on traffic lights. Well, actually, you start to enjoy the journey. You start enjoying spending time with your family there. You're talking to them, you're laughing, you listen to amazing music, you listen to podcasts, you're looking at the sights. Once you actually start to fall in love with the process and the journey, going towards whatever it is that you want to do, and actually calling yourself out on your own BS, that is when you start to gain confidence. You gain confidence by calling yourself out, calling the paradigms out, saying, no. I am in charge here. You shut up, you sit down, I'm in charge, you listen to me. That's what builds the confidence, that's what builds the momentum, that's what moves you towards your goal. So write it down, look at the excuse, and then start to do something that's going to destroy it. That's all I've got for you guys. If you took any value from today's episode, don't forget to like and share with a friend, and I'll see you guys next Tuesday for the main episode.